What's up, guys? Back with me this year. We got Smallville Season 2, Episode 10, Skinwalkers. Okay, so this episode starts off at a construction site where this Mr. Wilbrook guy is talking to this Dan guy, and the Dan guy's like, hey, you need to get off this property. But he's like, his people were on this property or built this property or something. So yeah. So then later that night, this Dan guy is attacked by a wolf. And then he dies in an explosion. And yeah. And then Clark and Pete are riding bikes when Clark accidentally Clark's bike doesn't see a, what do they call it, like a root, a tree thing coming in, falls into a cave where he meets this girl named Kyla, who is studying the cave about this guy named about this guy who could shoot lasers from his eyes. And Clark's like, maybe this girl has thing to his like like his thing to his like where he came from. So he invites him over to dinner, and she's like, and Clark reveals to Mr. Willowbrook and Kayla that Martha's working for Lionel Luther, and yeah. So Henry Small is back, and he's like, hey Lana, I checked out the DNA test. Lana's his birth daughter. So yeah. So Clark and Kyla are hanging out when Lana sees them, and she's like, hey, and so yeah. So yeah, they go and so Clark goes to see Lex, and he's like, hey, are you dead? What happened when you're dead? Not destined to be or something. He's like, what? Hey Clark, what about Lana? I just love how he said, what happened to Lana? And yeah, because Clark's into this Kyla girl now. So yeah. So at construction site, Mr. Wilbrook is arrested for the murder of the Dan guy. So Clark asks Chloe to look up about this green stone, and yeah. So Lana and Chloe are talking, and Lana reveals that she's been writing Whitney back, but he hasn't been answering her email, which is weird. But I get it. Whitney's in the war, so he joined the Marines. So yeah. So so Lana confronts Kayla, and she's like, I think your father may be a skinwalker, which are the people that turn into animals. And she's like, how could you say that? And she's like, my father was right. You all are controlled by Lionel Luther and Lee. So the wolf attacks Lionel, but then Clark shows up, and he's like, Mr. Wilbrook, but yeah. So yeah. So he, but the guards police are about to shoot when the wolf hurts himself, and it's real that the wolf is Kyla, and she dies in Clark's arms, and he's like, I'm sorry, and he's like to Mr. Clark's like, Kayla believed in you, Clark. And he's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't save her. So Lana's like, so Lana goes to Clark, and she's like, Clark, Whitney's missing in action. So yeah, and and yeah, basically that's how the episode ends. Okay, pretty good episode. Skinwalkers, pretty good episode. I really did enjoy this one. It was really good. So yeah. Kyla, you kind of knew how she was the wolf because she kind of blew up at Clark head, like, you know, like she had she wasn't she was so defensive against Clark. So when Clark accused her father, so that's how you know it was her. And yeah. So I hope you like this video, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next wonderful afternoon or night, and I'll see you next Smallville.